that I'm liking the most is how he has managed to make sure the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, as well as Bernardo Silva are not running so much, yet they are moving the ball easily to take advantage of the spaces which the teams open, or either leave for them when they are defending in a rigid way, or maybe when the team have been taken out, so that and they take advantages of the runners that they have. Omar Mamouche, Doku, today he was using Maketi. All of these things are some of the things that is helping Pep Guardiola to actually take advantage of all the teams that are not really there. One thing I can tell you, I did not expect to see this from Aston Villa. There was a bit of actually fearness in them. Maybe it's because of the early goal which was scored by Man City. I know Marcus Rashford hit the post, but the early goal which was scored by Manchester City kind of like made it difficult for Aston Villa to express themselves, to actually play their game. They felt like every single time they were trying to do 1 to 2 passes, they were finding themselves surrounded by City players, and they just could not get away from the prison that they were being put. And Marcus Rashford, most of the times when he was getting out and creating the opportunities to go forward, he was just maybe being overtaken by this City team, and they were losing the balls easily rather than to create something going forward. And I think that's something that Unai Emery needs to work with this team, because it also matters how you perform, how you keep moving the ball, and how you're helping the team to actually perform in a better level. Of course, Matheus Cunha scored the goal in the injury time for Manchester City. The first goal was scored by Bernardo Silva after like what I'm telling you, City are doing this so well that where the ball is there, flood them with so many players so that they create that chaoticness and they take advantage, because in their head they still have control over that chaoticness because it's happening on the opposition side of the player. That's what happened in the first goal. There were a lot, and Aston Villa could not just get the ball out fast, and from the ball hitting players, and the Omar Mushu, an amazing pass, it went in for a Bernardo Silva first goal. And I'm like, okay, how do Aston Villa respond? I expect them to respond. Then there was a penalty, and I do believe it was a penalty. It was scored by Aston Villa, and I'm like, okay, now you're back to level. Can you really start and show what you're capable of doing? And to be honest, I watched this game for some time. I kept on watching. Aston Villa could not just get into the game. City started playing their game. They allowed them to gain confidence. They started moving the ball the way they do, and before the time it moved, City had control of the whole entire game. Expected goals. This is the funny part.